Hello, this is Sheshachalam from Astroguide Mysore. Today, a very abstract and different topic, but it's a very important topic for so many aspirants who want to actually become chartered accountants. This particular two charts which I have put on the board is of those who have been trying for a long time, 7 attempts, 10 attempts, 14 attempts to become a chartered accountant, and why the delay? This is more important for us to explain because whether you will become a chartered accountant or not is just a question of a particular event happening. But whether it will take a long time to become, how many years will I have to go through the struggle, whether I have to go into a job, should I take up this government job, should I take up the private job? People will have varied experience. They will have done their MBA, some people have done their science stream. They would not have the exact idea of whether, investing their time to become a chartered accountant or, simply keep on pursuing it without knowing whether it's going to happen or not. They don't know. Or they also are in that what we call as a mind of confusion as to whether get into a job, get married, have a family. So many things are there in front of them and they want to become a chartered accountant before everything else. So, chartered accountancy, CA, should not become, an obstacle for many other things in life. Let us go through these two charts. We will understand why the delay happened, and we can see here it's a 1989 chart. Clearly, this person is not a very young guy. Very clearly. So he is 23 years old, approximately 22 years old. 32 years old. 22 years old, then it would have been the young aspirant. So he is 32, so it's like, it's 2021 plus 11, 32 years old. And here, it's 35 years. So we should understand that a person who has been attempting, to become a chartered accountant, going into exams, sitting day and night, studying the same subject, 3 times even the syllabus has got revised here. In both these cases, 3 times syllabus has got revised. So that means they will have to again buy new books, understand the new examination, the pattern which has again got revised. Many things have happened in this, the time frame what these people have taken to finish their chartered accountancy. Okay. So, the key points here for anybody to understand is the Bhadakadipati, the 8th house, the 8th lord, and Saturn. So, now here in this chart, we can see that the ascendant falls in Pisces. Fortunately or unfortunately, I have got both the charts with Pisces ascendant. But I will be taking up a lot of charts. I have a lot of charts in which people want to become CAs. People have become CAs in a span of 10 to 12 years. But I have just chosen 2 charts for today's example. I also have charts with people who have cleared CA in their first shot. In the first attempt and second attempt, they have come India first. And I also have charts in which CA has become a millionaire, multi-millionaire, only on his, intelligence of being a chartered accountant, not that he had his great-grandfather's business and he became a millionaire. So let me discuss that chart in the coming 2 days. So let us discuss about these 2 charts, whether these people got into jobs, what they were doing. I will explain it to you in detail because I know both of them personally and their biodata. So, this is a 1989 male, and you can see that the Pisces ascendant, the Lagnadipati, Jupiter has gone to the 3rd house. All these arrows and shifts of planets are for understanding the Bhava Kundali. In the Bhava chart, Rahu moves to the 11th, Ketu moves to the 5th, Mars moves to the 4th, Sun moves to the 3rd house. So we can see Jupiter and Mercury in the 3rd house, Venus in the 4th house with Mars and Ketu in the 5th house. This is how we should understand when we are seeing the D1 chart itself. We should be able to understand complex things. So I keep on telling people, when they are my students, when they are studying astrology, please practice how to get the Bhava chart and the Navamsha chart directly seeing the D1 chart, the Rashi Kundali. If you are able to do that, and I think then you will cross over one first level, that is the first level of being a fast thinker. So you will be able to do more predictive analysis than the other students who are actually lagging behind because of lack of practice. So this person has gone through a huge dasha of the biggest dasha of Venus starting from 1999. He was very young then, 10 years old, but still, it completed when he was 30 years old. This is one tough dasha because it relaxes you. It gives you a forward thinking for making money, establishing yourself, rather than making you, persevere in your goal of achieving a chartered accountant, becoming a chartered accountant. So it has given him a job, fantastic. He became a commerce graduate. He applied into the chartered accountancy, he went into the inters, he cleared the exams, but after that, his job simply started mounting. He is a workaholic, works very hard. You can see the Upachaya Sthana, they are very well placed, Upachaya Sthanas, I will explain that. He became a workaholic, works a lot, he still started accumulating money, but all that did not help him in clearing chartered accountancy. So what did actually? The Upachaya Sthanadipati, that is the 6th Lord. And why this fellow did not do anything to this person, though he is one of the Upachaya Sthanadipatis, is because he is also the 8th Lord. Okay. So, Venus has given him a lot of struggle and trouble. Once he came into the Sun Dasha, things started changing. So that means the depression, the lethargy, the complacency, all flew away. Sun is a very conscious planet and gives a lot of energy. So that energy came into him, and you can see that Sun has come to the Upachaya Sthana. Don't simply see the D1 chart and start doing predictions. That is, I keep on telling this in all my videos, that the Bhava chart is very important because that is the longitudinal distance between the Lagna point and the concerned planet. So, the 6th Lord Sun is now in the 3rd house. You can see this once again, I explained. So 6th Lord Sun in the 3rd house, Upachaya Sthanadipati, sitting in another Upachaya Sthana will give extraordinary results, particularly for Sun and Saturn. You should understand these two planets, though they are enemies, they are the best when they are in 3, 6, 11. Both these planets, Sun and Saturn, 3, 6, 11. So Sun here, the 6th Lord in the 3rd house, has given him the edge. Even after he was 30 years, his, that appetite, which had actually come down to get into chartered accountancy, once again started. The burner was on, it was on sim. So now it came on full flame. The full flame came when Sun Dasha started, and you should understand that now he is going through Sun Dasha Jupiter Bhukti after March 2021, right? But all these things were only around 6 months back. The results have come in September for both these people. Just last 10-15 days back the results came, and they both have cleared chartered accountancy. This is what it is. So this is a result giving dasha. Sun, Jupiter is a result giving dasha. But the actual thing has happened in Sun, Rahu. We should not always think that a bright planet like Sun, conscious planet like Sun with Rahu, oh my God, this is a very bad combination. No, it is a combination when it makes you sleepless. That means your desire is burning. And we should see the placements. Rahu actually is placed in the 11th house, once again in Upachaya Sthana. For chartered accountancy, you should see Venus, Mercury, Rahu, Mars, Sun, so many other planets, because a chartered accountant will not be doing only one job. It's a multifaceted job. He has to go through thousands of articles and pages of books. So he needs to know where actually they are. After CA, not much of a reading will be there, but too much of referencing. He has to keep on referring to X case, to Y case. It's as good as a person making, achieving a LLM, that is a master's in law. Okay. So he has gone through Sun, who is actually in the third house, and Rahu, which is in the 11th house, giving rise to a fantastic yoga wherein Sun, Rahu are going to give him the clearance, that is the hope. Once again the burner has started, and he sat and studied well, because Rahu is placed in Kumbha Rashi but giving the results of the 11th house. This is how we have to interpret. Rahu is placed in Kumbha Rashi, that is Aquarius, which is considered to be its own house, which will make Rahu very positive. It actually can also make him a multi-millionaire. He is going to become one in the future years. So no doubt about it, because he has been working as a chartered accountant from past many years, but without the signing authority. He is not able to put a seal and a stamp and sign it. So this is where the the contentment is not there, the dissatisfaction is there. So that dissatisfaction has got eliminated in Sun Dasha, and he has got through this. So we will go to this chart now. This is a chart of a male who has gone through a lot of ups and downs in life. 2012, what was his age? He was 26 years old and he cleared his CA intern. Now it's 2021, nearing 2022. 10 years, continuous attempts. How many attempts this person would have taken? Many attempts, and failure after failure. By this time, I think people would have simply left that thing, in Hindi what they said, bhaad mein jaye. They would have left the whole thing and simply taken care of their life. Because he had a good job, he has gone abroad, he has gone into good firms, multinational companies. Suddenly, what happened in 2019 is of importance. He just came back to India and said that I will not go to a regular job because it is tiring. I can't, concentrate on my chartered accountancy as this person did in the Sandasha. The same thing happened for him. He started concentrating on the chartered accountancy completely, but doing some freelancing jobs like consultations and all that in after 2019 when he came back to India. So what happened till 2019 was that he was through a huge dasha of Saturn. So why then in 2019 suddenly things change is because you have this beautiful dasha of Saturn Mars. You can once again understand that Saturn and Mars both are enemies, as Sun and Rahu are enemies. But still, you should know now here from this chart that Mars is the 9th lord in the 10th house, once again a Upachaya Sthana. Okay, Mars is the 9th lord in the 10th house, which is once again a Upachaya Sthana, which is fantastic placement. And you can also see that Saturn, which is also another Upachaya Sthana Adhipati, Shani is the 11th lord. So Saturn Mars has given once again that the burner has started. He wants to do it. The zeal is there. So let me do it. Let me give one last attempt and see whether I'll complete it. So this is the time when he has prepared. See, the results have come in the next dasha, that which has started after April 2021 and it's still running. So Saturn Rahu has given the results. Fantastic. But the attempt, the real zeal, the real working out, the practice to sit every day and concentrate, not get deviated unnecessarily, will happen in Upachaya Sthana Adhipati Dasha and Upachaya Sthana Adhipati Bhuktis, or even the planets which are placed or associated with Upachaya Sthana. This is very important to clear exams. Why? The 6th house is the crux to clear exams. Saturn is aspecting the 6th house. Saturn is aspecting the 6th house from its 10th aspect. Not only that, Mars is aspecting the ascendant. This is why this person could do it. Now, Saturn Rahu, he has got unexpected job offers from abroad. And why abroad? You can very well see that this person should have been abroad many years back. Yes, he has been abroad, but intermittently he has been coming back to India and going back. That's because of the dissatisfaction that he has not completed Chartered Accountancy. So, Jupiter in the 12th house, that is the Lagna has clearly shown displacement. If I consider, this Rahu as one of the lords of Kumbha, sitting in the second house, you have Rahu, 12th lord Saturn, fantastic combination. He will get into a job of a multinational company abroad, but the actual displacement should happen in the next coming dasha of Saturn, Jupiter, which is actually the 12th lord, and the lord which is placed in the 12th house, which is the ascendant lord. So both these charts are going to do fantastically well in their job as a chartered accountant. They will be successful, but the delay has happened, as I told you, because of many other factors. So the delay is more important to understand. So people should not lose hope. This particular class or this particular case study is clearly directed to those people who are unnecessarily losing hope and going into depression. They are simply totally losing hope. Let us not lose hope and become good chartered accountants. Thank you very much for today's class.